Hi, my name is Ashima Ananda, and I've written a book called Charging Your Chakras, a practical guide to chakra exploration. In the book, I talk a lot about the practicalities of the chakras, the practices you can do with the chakras, and the proof that you can gather. And in these 5-minute videos, I talk about how we can employ this system to benefit us in our everyday. And last time we talked about glimmers, and I read a short quotation that I could not attribute to anyone. If anybody knows, please comment and let me know. That glimmers are the opposite of triggers. So I invite you to look at that video maybe before this one. This is building on that one. Glimmers, like I say, are the opposite of triggers, and it's a way of bringing your attention to those moments in your life when you felt good, you felt peaceful, happiness, you felt whatever strong emotion that makes it feel good to you. And I broke it down into a 4-step process when it comes to practicing with glimmers through your chakra system. The first one was noticing. So we talked about noticing what it was that you were feeling at the time. So people say, well, I just felt happy. I just felt happiness. That's what I felt. Okay. And then my response would be, what else can you tell us about that? What kind of happiness were you feeling? What made that feeling so strong for you? Not necessarily the circumstances of what was going on, but instead the feelings that you were having at the time, and what had maybe led up to that. What I talked about last time was maybe you felt super grounded, like you had just listened to a song, it put you in a frame of mind and you felt grounded. So what I'm going for here is, and we're building on practices here, but what I'm going for here is your feeling. How did you get there? Not so much the externals of it, but instead, where did you feel that in your body? Was there a chakra associated with that feeling? So if you were, say, I'm a singer, so I like to sing, and one of the things when I don't realize I'm practicing, but I'm actually singing a song and it makes me feel really good and makes me feel really happy. And so almost by default, Vishuddha, yeah, I'm expressive, I am expressing, comes up for me. And what's really fun about that is that we can notice those things deeply, really notice them, so that it's not by default that Vishuddha is expressing. Well, it starts that way. And then we bring our attention to it. We begin to observe it. We talked about how observing things, even just observing something, can change it. So we look at it, we've observed it, we know now, hey, that was really great. And then suddenly I felt peaceful. I felt happy, or I'm interested, though. I'm very interested in what your situation might be. What are your feelings? What are your noticings? And the second step in this, as far as the noticing go, is what was happening in you at the time. So we talked about the noticing. The noticing is really good. I noticed I was singing. So maybe Vishuddha was involved. Maybe I was, Svadhisthana was involved. I was creating something. I was expressing and creating. And of course, I'd already run, I have a habit of running the energy through my chakras. So I'm able to notice pretty quickly. So remember, we are building here. We are building on our practices. So if this is foreign or unusual, or you're not like, what the heck? It's okay. That's great. That's a great place to begin. Just notice what's happening in your feelings, what's happening in your chakras. And then the second one would be what's happening in you at the time. So you've noticed, oh, wow, I am feeling elated. And maybe the circumstances really don't warrant it, and yet you're still feeling elated. The second one then is the noticing. Okay, how do you feel? What made that feeling come up for you? Where are you in your chakras. Where are you in your body? What is happening in your own self, your little s self and your big S self? What's happening? And so that would be number 2. And that is our time. Sending positive energy out to all beings everywhere. Namaste. The light in me recognizes, honors, and loves the light in you.